Hey everyone, welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the MillionAlgo VIP indicator in a very simple and practical way. This tool is designed for both beginners and advanced traders. If you're new, it gives you a clear visual view of the trend and entries, and if you're experienced, it gives you a lot of options to build your own strategies. In this first video, we're not going deep into all the advanced settings. We'll focus on one simple way to use the indicator so you can start trading with it step by step. Before we start with the chart, let me explain one simple idea. Trading without any tools is almost like flipping a coin, 50-50. But if you have an indicator that can give you even a small edge, for example 51% in your favor instead of 50%, in the long run you become the winner. This is exactly what casinos do. They don't win every single time, but they have a small edge that makes them profitable over many bets. MillionAlgo is designed to give you that kind of edge in the market when you use it correctly and with discipline. Now let's add the indicator to the chart and start with a very simple strategy. On Trading View, open the Indicators menu, go to the Invite Only section and select MillionAlgo VIP. As soon as you add it, you will see signals, colored lines, and trend tools on your chart. The indicator has several types of signals types, but for this first strategy, we keep it very simple and we only use Smart Signal. So I set the signal type to Smart and make sure that Smart Trail and Trend Ribbon are turned on. I'm also set the Smart Trail number to 5. You can change this later and find the best value for your own time frame and for the assets you are trading. These two tools help us trade only in the direction of the trend. For this basic strategy, the rules are very simple. We buy only when Smart Trail is blue, Trend Ribon is green or bullish, and a Smart Buy signal appears, and we sell only when Smart Trail is red, Trend Ribon is red or bearish, and a Smart Sell signal appears. Also, you can sometimes enter when Trend Ribon is gray, but that should be with more caution because the trend is not very clear. For now, we do not touch any advanced settings. Now let's do some backtesting on gold market and see how this setup actually works on real chart examples. On our first example, we get a Smart Buy signal. Trend Ribon is green and Smart Trail is blue. So the conditions match our strategy and we take the trade. We place our stop loss below the last swing low and set our risk to reward ratio to 2. Price moves in our favor and hits our target. That gives us a clean 2% gain if we risked 1% on this position. Next, we see a Smart Sell signal, but Trend Ribon does not match our rules and it's green. So we skip this position and wait. A bit earlier on the chart, we have another Smart Buy signal with both the Trend Ribbon and Smart Trail aligned. So we take the position, we place our stop loss and set our risk to reward ratio to 2. Once again, the target is hit easily. You can see that we could have set our take profit to 8 and it would have been reached, but the safer trade is to exit at our conservative target. We move forward on the chart. Here we get another sell signal, but it does not match our conditions, so we ignore it and stay out of the market. Then we see a Smart Buy that matches all of our rules, so we enter again. This time, the last swing low is very far from the entry, which means the stop loss is quite large. In real trading, I personally avoid these situations when the swing is too far away or when price has moved very sharply already. But since this is an educational video, we still take the trade as an example. Price comes back, our stop loss is hit, and we take a 1% loss. Up to this point, we had around 4% profit and now 1% loss. So we are still clearly positive overall. I intentionally kept this losing trade in the video to show you that the indicator is not magic. Losing trades are a natural part of trading. Trading is like life. There are always ups and downs. What matters is the final result over many trades, not a single win or loss. We continue with the next signal. The next signal is a Smart Sell. As I mentioned before, we can also take trades when Trend Ribon is gray, but with more caution, and I set risk to reward ratio to 1 Here everything lines up, so we enter, set our stop loss, and again, price reaches the target easily. The next signal is a smart buy, and it also respects our rules and all is matched. We enter, and the target is hit without any problem. Now overall, we have built up 8% profit with only one loss so far. Look, we get another smart sell that matches our conditions. So we enter again, and once more time, the target with risk to reward ratio of 2 is reached. After several trades in this period, we end up with roughly a 10% return on our capital. We took 7 positions, 6 hit their take profit, and 1 hit our stop loss. Overall, the backtest produced about 10% net profit. But here's the important point. Even if, instead of 6 winning trades, you only had 3 wins and 4 losses, with a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2, you would still be profitable overall. That is the power of having a small edge and a good risk to reward ratio. Another key point is that you do not need to take every single signal. You should behave like a hunter or a patient fisherman. You wait for the cleanest and best quality setups. Usually, some of the best signals appear after a clean winning move. For example, we see a buy signal that reaches its take profit easily, then a low quality sell signal that we skip, and the next buy after that is often one of the strongest trades. You want to train your eyes to recognize these situations. If you risk 1% per trade with a risk to reward ratio of 2, even with a modest number of trades per month, you can theoretically reach around 20 to 40% monthly returns if you are disciplined and you follow the plan without overtrading and without increasing your risk. But please remember, this is not a promise or a guarantee. It is only to show you the mathematics behind a small edge and a good risk to reward ratio. Another advanced tip: if you know how to use a trailing stop, you can close half of your position at the first take profit, move the stop loss to break even, and let the rest run. In many of these examples, the price continued much further, and you could easily have reached the 3rd, 5th, or even 10th take profit level. In this video, we keep it simple and focus on the 2nd take profit only. Personally, I like the gold chart because it is often more stable than many other assets, but you can test this strategy on different markets and different time frames yourself and see what works best for you. Whatever you do, always backtest first and then try it on a demo account before using real money. You can share your results and screenshots in our Telegram group, MillionAlgo community, so other traders can learn from your experience too. This is just one of many strategies you can build with MillionAlgo indicators. More strategies from MillionAlgo are coming soon, and together we will build a strong and educated trading community. As you continue learning and improving your trading skills, remember that growth in this journey is not only about charts and strategies, it's also about building opportunities around yourself. MillionAlgo gives you both powerful tools to trade smarter, and a system where your knowledge, consistency, and community engagement can turn into real financial progress. When you invest in yourself, stay disciplined, and take part in the MillionAlgo ecosystem, you're not just becoming a better trader, you're opening doors to new income potential and long-term success. Your journey can be bigger than trading alone, and we're excited to see how far you go. Thank you for watching and for being here with MillionAlgo.